Hi there! Today I'm making rice pudding. Now the reason I want to do rice pudding is because my father-in-law asked me to give him a recipe, a good recipe that I trust. Because he told me, although he's an excellent cook, he told me that he tried a couple of recipes and it came out terrible every single time. So I wanted to do this little video for him because he lives in New York and we live here in Luxembourg, so that he can watch the process and hopefully be able to do it at home. So it's really a very easy, fail-free recipe, and it comes out delicious, really velvety, amazing texture. You will love it. So all you need is milk, sugar, rice, cinnamon, and your custard powder. Now I really trust this brand because it's organic. We have it here in Luxembourg. It's called Alnatura. I don't know if you can find it. But if you have a custard powder brand that you trust, go ahead and use that. If you don't have a custard powder, then you can substitute this with cornstarch and vanilla. That's all it is, really. So the most common mistake that people make when it comes to rice pudding has to do with the rice. Actually, they either put too much or they underboil it, and when you eat the pudding it's not nice and smooth. You can actually feel the rice sticking on your teeth and it's really disgusting. Or they put the wrong type of rice and it becomes soggy and the texture is all wrong. So you need to buy a type of rice that is round grain or short grain. That's usually how they call it. In other words, it is almost the same like risotto rice, or in Italian arborio rice. All these types of rice will do. Often you can find at your supermarket when they actually say dessert rice, or they call it rice pudding rice. That's excellent, you can buy that. As long as it's round and a short grain, it's perfect. So let's get started. In a large pot, place your rice with 3 times as much water so that it barely covers it. Boil on high heat for 1 to 2 minutes less than what it says on the packaging. Stir occasionally so that it doesn't stick on the bottom. For the exact measurements of this recipe, please check the link in the description box below the video. While you wait for your rice to cook, in a bowl, empty the custard powder and pour 1/3 of your milk. Stir to dissolve any knots in the powder. My custard powder has actual bourbon vanilla seeds, which gives an incredible flavor and an authentic look to the rice pudding. When the rice is cooked and most of the water has evaporated, pour the remaining milk in the mixture, give it a stir and add the sugar as well. From here on, don't take your eyes off your mixture. Keep stirring slowly and steadily until your mixture comes to a boil. You will see little bubbles forming around the edges of the pot and the consistency will get creamier. After a couple of minutes, and when the mixture has reached the boil, pour in the custard mixture that you prepared earlier and keep stirring until you bring the mixture to a second boil so that you're sure your custard is thoroughly cooked. Keep stirring slowly, and when you see your pudding bubbling up, it means it's ready. Take the pot off the heat and pour your pudding in the bowls or jars of your choice. And try not to spill like me. If you want to really impress your friends or your loved ones, you can always choose some cool mason jars or even a martini glass. Allow for your mixture to cool down before serving. As it cools down, it will get thicker with a slight jiggle in the middle. Don't forget to sprinkle a generous dusting of cinnamon before you serve. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe and I will see you next time for more breakfast in Luxembourg.